Today's episode is Season 1, Episode 1, called Ambush. So we have Jedi Master Yoda dispatched to the dried coral moon of Ragosa to convince King Ketunko to allow the Republic to build a base on Todaria territory. As the Tondarian monarch king and his retinue await the arrival of the Jedi envoy, Asajj Ventress arrives and presents the king with a hologram of Count Dooku, who attempts to express the Jedi's supposed incapability to protect Todaria in hopes of swaying the king to his cause. In orbit of the Ragusa moon, two Banking Clan frigates ambush Yoda's ship, forcing him to take an escape pod while a ship escapes the system. Three clones, Lieutenant Tyre, Jack, and Reese, accompany him to the surface. The Republic frigate leaves the system, a move that Asajj Ventress spins to the king as a sign of weakness. Her attempts at pervasion are interrupted, however, by a holographic call from Yoda, in which the Jedi Master offers his greetings. Ventress then suggests a deal. If Yoda can escape her best troops, then Todaria will be free to join the Republic. But if he should fail and the droids prevail, Todaria will join the Separatists. Agreeing to Ventress's proposal, Yoda and his troops march to the Coral Forest as a Separatist landing ship carrying a full battalion of droids arrives. Yoda and his men are face off against a large number of droids and several tanks. The tanks find it difficult to penetrate the dense coral forest, forcing the droid commander 224 to send his troops out on foot, which allows the clones to ambush them in small groups. Eventually, Tyre is wounded and the group is forced to retreat. Yoda and the clones make their way to a dried gulch lined with caves to rest and recover. Inside a cave, the clones are less than enthusiastic about their current situation, as they find themselves outnumbered and outgunned. To raise spirits, Yoda gives his troopers a small lesson about them being individuals despite their origin as clones, and that it is their mind which makes them strong, not their numbers or their weapons. As the droid column approaches, Master Yoda decides to face them alone, ordering his troops to stay out of sight until help is truly needed. The droids report the current situation to Ventress, who in turn orders them to open fire. Yoda ends up cutting the whole battalion to pieces, and angered, Ventress sends out 10 droidekas to deal with the Jedi Master. Just before the droidekas can finish the Jedi Master, Tyre launches their last rocket at an overhanging bluff, setting an avalanche of rock crashing down on the droideka reinforcements. The king is impressed by the display and opts to have Todaria join the Republic. Furious about the outcome, Dooku orders Ventress to kill the king. Ventress knocks the king's Todarian royal guards unconscious and prepares to deal a killing blow. But Master Yoda arrives just in time, stopping mid-swing for Ventress's lightsabers rather than surrender. Ventress quickly triggers an avalanche with pre-planted explosive charges, using it as a distraction to escape her solar sailor. The king gladly accepts Yoda's offer to join the Republic, and Republic gunships come to retrieve the group. I think this was a good episode for the first one in the series. I would rank it 7 out of 10. It had some awesome lessons, but compared to some of the future episodes, it was mild in action, except when Yoda was totally kicking butt. So I do think a 7 out of 10 is really good for this episode. And let me know in the comments below what you thought about this episode. You could follow us at our social media on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Patreon. Thank you for all the support.